Fed hikes interest rates another quarter point, despite inflation trending down for over the last year.
Today, we took another step by raising our policy interest rate a quarter percentage point.
So let's just dive right under the hood and let's figure out what this means for your investments and your money. Let's just start with PCE data that came out this morning, another inflationary data metric that the Fed loves to highlight each and every Fed meeting. Let's take a look on your screen there, and the core PCE is the one that Mr. Powell, Fed Chief Jerome Powell, likes to highlight. Core PCE was expected at 0.2%. What did we get? We had 0.2%. What does that mean? It means it came in as expected. The Fed was expecting this to be the number, yet they hiked interest rates again, and they have been hiking rates. We had our first pause last June, but they've been hiking rates since March of last year. Inflation started coming down roughly in June of last year. And we've had a hiccup here and there where inflation's ticked back up because markets usually don't go down in one direction and they don't go up in just one direction. It's more of like a trend up and down, but trending in one direction. Trend right now has been trending down. But the Fed is hiking rates. Why are they doing that despite inflation coming down? Let me show you something that we need to keep this in our mind. It's very important for us to understand this, to figure out what the Fed's going to do in the future. All right? I'm going to put this on your screen here, and it is the Fed's purpose. The Fed has a dual mandate. The Fed has to bring price stability, and the Fed has to bring maximum sustainable employment. All right, what does that mean? Price stability means that prices need to, we can't have massive inflation where prices are going through the roof because no one can afford 8, 9, 10% inflation year over year. So we've, as a society, or as the Fed has stated, their mandate is to bring inflation down to 2%, bringing price stability. Because without price stability, we can't have sustainable employment because no businesses, people that are retired, consumers can't afford a massive amount of inflation. So if you listen to what their press conferences, what Mr. Jerome Powell said during his press conferences, each and every meeting is their main objective right now is to bring price stability, is to bring down inflation. Not only bring down inflation, crush inflation. And they're going to keep raising rates until they've met their restrictive enough policy. Now they've said it's been restrictive enough, but they're still hiking rates. And why is that? Because inflation doesn't go down in a straight line, and if it ticks back up, they don't want to be fighting this later. So they're going to bring this down. And at the same time, unemployment's been low. But if you watched our video a couple weeks ago, pre a bad time in the market, unemployment's always very low. So as employment stays low, they have the ability to raise rates. And until it starts picking up, unemployment starts going up, that's when you'll see a downturn in the economy following that quite quickly, within like a few months, historically speaking. So the Fed right now has one objective, it's to crush inflation, and they're going to keep doing that as long as the job market holds up.